Okay, folks, so you're not going to believe this one. Have you ever wondered how far you'd go for family?
Mm-hmm.
Today we're diving into a story that really pushes the boundaries of brotherly love.
I'm intrigued already. Tell me more.
So this is a Reddit confession, okay? And buckle up because it's a wild ride.
All right, I'm ready.
So this guy's younger brother has Down syndrome.
Okay.
And the brother, well, he wants to help his younger brother, navigate life and all that.
Makes sense.
But here's where it gets interesting. It all starts with an online gaming session.
Oh, boy.
The younger brother's playing, and he gets hit with the classic gamer insult.
Which one?
You guessed it, maidenless.
Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one.
And the poor kid, he takes it to heart.
I can see where this is going.
Now, hold on. Because the older brother, he comes up with a solution. He decides to hire an escort for his brother.
Whoa, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's quite the decision.
Definitely raises some eyebrows, huh?
A lot of eyebrows, actually.
But before we jump to conclusions, let's break this down a bit.
Absolutely. Context is key.
So first off, Down syndrome, as it's a genetic condition.
Right, and it can lead to some social challenges,
Exactly. And one of those challenges can be forming romantic relationships.
It's definitely tougher for folks with Down syndrome to navigate that aspect of life.
And this brother, he sees his younger brother struggling with this maidenless thing, and he wants to help.
I can understand the sentiment, but this approach is ethically very, very murky.
Oh, absolutely. There are so many red flags here.
For one, consent is paramount, right? Especially when we're talking about someone with Down syndrome.
Absolutely.
You have to be extra careful about potential exploitation.
Mm-hmm. And vulnerability, too.
Exact.
And the power dynamics at play here, that's a whole other can of worms.
Absolutely.
But, okay, let's look at the details of this specific case.
Okay.
The Reddit post, it suggests that the escort was very respectful and understanding.
That's good to hear.
And apparently she had some personal experience that allowed her to connect with the situation.
Okay. That's interesting.
And the brother, he was happy with the whole experience. So it seems like in this specific instance, things turned out okay. But this situation raises a much bigger question.
Which is?
How do we as a society approach sexuality and disability?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It's so easy to fall into the trap of infantilizing people with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
We forget that they have the same desires and needs for intimacy and connection as everyone else.
Right, and those needs shouldn't be ignored or dismissed.
And then there's the secrecy surrounding this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that adds a whole other layer of complexity.
The older brother, he knew he couldn't tell their parents.
Yeah, I can imagine their reaction.
It really highlights the stigma that still exists around these topics.
Absolutely, we need to be having these conversations more openly.
Especially within families. Open communication is crucial for understanding and supporting individuals with disabilities in all aspects of their lives.
Couldn't agree more.
So where does this leave us? We have a brother trying to do right by his sibling a decision with some serious ethical implications and a secret that could shake up the whole family dynamic.
What a tangled web we weave.
This story really gets you thinking, doesn't it?
It sure does.
How can we better support individuals with disabilities while respecting their autonomy and their desires?
That's something we all need to be thinking about and talking about more.
Absolutely.
So what are your thoughts, listeners?
Let us know.